Alright guys, how you doing there? I'm in a forest preserve right now in my hometown, surrounded by nature that they preserved. I never really thought about the word forest preserve, and now I really appreciate it because I'm just thinking about life more and where everything came from and how things were created. It's kind of cool that people, chop down trees to make infrastructure and things like that all possible. This technology, it's amazing. And I think a lot of people are just blind to where everything started, and we're all victims to looking on our phones and just being in the world that has been created for us, although it's not really for us and our souls and our spirits. It was created by people hundreds of years ago, and this system that we live in of go to school, get a degree, get a job, get married, have kids, is something that is just an old tradition that doesn't really work for a lot of people on a personal level, but so many people are doing it. And part of what I'm doing with Rebel Rationale is living the life I want to live and showing other people that you can do that as well, and just instilling faith that things will work out when you follow the things that you desire, that your heart desires. It's all work in progress. I don't have everything figured out. I want to gain more fame so that I can reach more people. And I see a lot of people wanting to gain fame because that's their way of validation. And it makes them feel significant in this kind of bullshit, westernized way of taking food selfies to show people that they eat really good meals and that they're having an amazing life. What you see on social media is the highlight reel, and it's not real. It's full of Instagram filters and picking and selecting which moments we're going to show to people. I believe in doing the real work to heal and to grow creates for a better life in a way that can resonate with you personally and doesn't just fit into this westernized way of living, this more modern way of living. And all these resources that we have from this modernized, technologically savvy way of living in 2020 is amazing. And they're tools to get back to the real shit of being a human being, being a spirit in this human body. And I'm committed to that. And I'm really grateful to all the mentors I've found on YouTube who make videos, who allowed me to see this and validated all these internal feelings and instincts that I had, that why? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to go to school? Why is it weird for me to just talk to strangers on the street? People just have all these limiting beliefs and they impose them onto you and they think they're helping. Like parents, they say, don't do that, make sure you get a good job, and they want stability. They don't want to worry about you, because I'm sure parents just worry about their kids a lot. My dad let me borrow his car to come up to Palatine today, and he's without a car, and he doesn't know what I'm doing, but I'm using his car, so maybe there's some worry for him about that. And he's strong enough to know that I'm capable of being okay in doing this. And he's been kind enough to tell me that we just worry about you as your parents and we want you to be safe, but being safe. And I've also been fortunate enough to have a relationship with him to say, I know that you worry about me and I get where that comes from, and I'm going to be doing this anyway. And I request that you believe in me and have faith in me and what I'm up to, because I am well equipped. And I'm always becoming more well-equipped and working on myself. And I also know there's a lot of room to grow. And that's the beauty of life, is that the growth is never over. It's continuous. And that's part of the human condition and part of the human curse and the human gift, is that you can always get better. And to me, it's just practicing being content with where I'm at. And that's also a continuous struggle and growing experience. So committing to practices like meditation and journaling and writing out affirmations, and now doing breathing exercises and taking cold showers. And I've been doing work around self-development with Landmark Worldwide and other seminars, and checking out some network marketing schemes, and just continuously searching, which some people question and say, well, when's it enough? And I see that as their own limiting beliefs and them trying to push their contentment onto me. And I love to travel. I love to go to different countries. And I'm really excited to do that once coronavirus pandemic shit is over and things go back to normal, the new normal of whatever that becomes. And people are going to be a lot more awake, or they're going to be a lot more in their own bullshit. Because that's what this pandemic has done for people, I think. I was super in my ego and pissed off and angry for the first couple weeks. And like, how do people be productive in this time? It's bullshit. Like, what the fuck's going on? And then I took on quitting porn, and it's been almost 3 months now. And yeah, my life is completely different. And it's not completely amazing. It kind of hurts. There's a struggle because I'm growing. I'm rediscovering myself. And all this shit that I've been pushing down for half of my life is coming up and resurfacing. And I'm really rethinking all this stuff I've been doing around dating, and all the anger I had, and all the frustrations, and what's my purpose. And I just have faith that making videos like this, helping other guys, talking to women, talking to people in deeper ways, getting re-present to the love that I have for humanity, and loving myself, and wanting to make a contribution during this life, and waking other people up to that, because I just see so many people, they just are in the grip of this reality, of this matrix that we're all plugged into, that we can't see because we're just in it. There's so many freaking people who just bitch and complain about the everyday bullshit, petty dramas of life. It's all social programming. When I would hear from people like, you can't just walk up to a random girl, when I was sharing a story with them that I approached a woman on the street, like, you can't just do that. And that's just their limiting belief, because they don't want to do that. It triggers them in that they wouldn't do that. And then I tell them a story about how I met this girl and we had an amazing time, from just me approaching her at the gym, and then they're quiet. And they usually don't go, oh wow, I guess I really could do that. It's just kind of like they're stirred up inside and they don't know how to express that or whatever. So I always gravitate towards the people who do things when people say you can't do them. And all those kinds of people receive criticism because it's from all these people that are plugged in. And that's a sign that we can wake those people up. And I kind of want to recruit people into this movement of, like, what resonates with you? What do you think about but don't act on? What really gets you going with your life? Is it going up to a stranger, a woman on the street, and telling her she's beautiful? That sounds like a really freeing, amazing experience, right? And that's something I want to do on this channel at some point. I'd say a year from now, because I'm really committed right now to just healing, and that's okay. I've been so focused on trying to get girls, trying to have sex, because that was validating my ego and my lust, and I thought that that's what made a masculine man. And I realized from quitting porn that there's so much more to life, and we're just not present to it. So constantly opening your mind. And I'm really excited to get my hands on some psychedelics and do them again, because I did them as a kid, 16, 17-year-old, 20-year-old, and now it's like I'm actually awake in the real world. I'm not just trying to get high and get out of the real world. I'm in the real world, and I want to go deeper into the real world, go deeper into myself, and just be around people that are into that as well. So Yeah, this is the beginning of a journey, and I'm excited to share it with you, because if I can reach kids who are lucky enough to have the access to the internet and know how to use it and not abuse it with porn and other bullshit like trolling activities, man, that's amazing. And I've seen some people online who are in that realm of thinking at 15, 16 years old, where they're developing themselves, and it's amazing. Because when you're my age, 26, you're gonna be that much higher, of that much more of your higher self. And that's the beautiful part of all this technology and infrastructure and stuff like that. And then you can come back to nature every once in a while.
What's going on there, guys? So that was me about 2 months ago, and it's really cool. When I was rewatching that, I have been manifesting some of the stuff that I was speaking about in that video, and I am back into dating now. So any ladies, feel free to hit me up, and that's been happening too. It's very exciting. And yeah, anyone who's interested, please hit me up on Instagram. It's right there, and it's in the description as well. And yeah, a lot of crazy shit is happening in the world at this moment, and a lot of what I said still applies. Just more layers to it. And that's about it. I'm in Colorado with my family right now. I'm going to enjoy that. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. Take care of yourselves. I love you all. And like, comment, and subscribe on the video, because it helps in the matrix with my YouTube channel. Alright guys, till next time, peace.
Listen when I speak, huh?